Hey guys, I usually forget to show you what I'm cooking, but I literally cook about 2 to 3 times a day, every day, unless we're traveling, and then I only cook maybe once or twice. I normally cook meals to suit 5 of us, but today I am cooking some different things. I made some somewhat homemade soup with just a base of potato and a little bit of broccoli, cheese, carrots, celery, and then I added kale, and I think that's about it. I put some Asiago cheese mix in there and some cheddar. I've got some water heating to boil for some thin spaghetti because they didn't have linguine when I went. And I've got some portobello, giant mushrooms, and some tomato sauteing in here. I have some pork here that I just cooked up. I'm going to add it to this. I'm going to cook this, and I'm going to make homemade cream sauce with garlic. This also has fresh garlic in it. I have some cream that I'm going to add to the sauce, and I will show you once I get it fully prepared. But I'm just making a few meals just for the rest of the day. Tomorrow, we actually haven't eaten yet, Steve and I. So we're just going to have a late lunch, kind of an early dinner, like one big meal, and later we'll probably have some soup. So that will save well and reheat perfectly for later for all 5 of us. And I have a couple little chunks of pork here for the dogs that they're loving. Oh, and then I had the rest of our salad here. I mixed up some kale and sprouts, Brussels sprouts, tomatoes, sunflower seeds, unsalted, and that's it. But I think I'm going to just finish this, and I will show you along the way, or the final product. I'm pretty sure I forgot to say it's a potato base soup. And what I use for the base is I start with one of these. I also had a broccoli potato one. This one has red and russet potatoes. So that's what I did. And then I added, if I had real potatoes, like whole potatoes, I would have cooked and added them in the soup, but I don't. And that's one reason what I do when I'm finished, or what I do when I get close to out of groceries, when I need to go to the store. I make big meals to last us a day or two, and we just kind of have a smorgasbord of different foods in the fridge to reheat. But we will eat good today and tomorrow, as we always do. And looks like my noodles are ready to add. Now, while I'm adding my noodles, I keep giving this mushroom and tomato and garlic base a stir, because I'm going to cut up my pork a little smaller and put it in here, and I'm going to make my cream sauce. But I need to finish adding my noodles so we can get those started. While I'm showing this, let me just add, I didn't know our floor has a creak in it, but let me just add that I did not know what I was going to make for food today, but I looked in the cupboard. We have plenty of food, by the way. I looked in the cupboard. I had one of the bags of the soup base, so I thought, let's have soup, because it's chilly today, kind of cloudy, a little bit of sunshine. But then I found some noodles that I just bought the other day that I meant to make spaghetti with, and I don't have any hamburger meat thawed out, but I had some pork thawed out. So then I had my mushrooms and tomato. I thought I'll just make that cream sauce, and we can have the soup kind of on the side. And I had a little bit of salad left, so I'm just making this into a couple of meals. So even when you think you don't have anything, I bet you can find something to make. I mean, mind you, we still have a freezer pretty much full of like frozen meats and stuff, but something kind of quick to start, because it's already, I don't know, probably 2:30 at least. We haven't eaten. Well, Steve and I haven't eaten. The kids have, but they will probably eat a late lunch as well. So just goes to show, I mean, you can find what you need in your pantry as long as you have kind of some staples. And what I wanted to say was, it doesn't cost a lot. You can get these for probably, these thin noodles for maybe under $1. These soups are a little bit pricey, but you can always make your own from scratch if you have like flour and, you know, water and broth, like a chicken broth base or a vegetable broth. So I had a couple carrots, a couple celeries, and I just cut everything down into small pieces and started my soup. You can add whatever you want. I had some kale, so I added that. And then I found the noodles. So yeah, it's just really easy to make a meal out of not much. The mushrooms normally people don't just have sitting around, but I bought these recently and had some cut up and cleaned and ready to go in a dish. So that's why I added that, and then I had a tomato that needed to be used. So I can't wait for this to be done. I can't wait for this to be done, and I will show you. Actually, I will probably just show you the end product now. Now, right quick, I wanted to show you my cream sauce that I have put together for the noodles. There's mushrooms and pork and fresh garlic and just a little bit of tomato, maybe half of a really ripe tomato. It was just perfect, nice and sweet. And I've got my noodles going. Got about, I don't know, 7 or 8 minutes to those. And the soup I just need to heat back up. I didn't want it to get too thick, so I just turned it off, and I'll turn it back on and add any broth or anything that I need to add to get it just right. And I'll show you that when we're ready to eat. Alright guys, my battery's about to die, so I'm just going to show you the noodles. They have butter and olive oil and some garlic, salt. Ooh, steaming up. They're hot. Then we have over here my cream sauce with the pork and garlic, fresh garlic, a little bit of butter, a little bit of olive oil, and portobello mushrooms with sauteed in olive oil with the garlic and tomato. And then over here we have our potato-based soup with a little bit of broccoli and cheese and carrots and celery and kale. So we are going to enjoy our meal. And a fresh kale and broccoli sprout salad with homemade Thousand Island dressing. Everyone's enjoying the food. I keep hearing a bunch of nothing. I just hear mmm, mmm, mmm. I want more, he's saying.
Is this enough for just me?
Oh yeah.
Oh, maybe not.
Okay, so I missed David and Margie. They came by when I was out getting Steve and the kids to go to their house. And I'm glad they stopped by, but they brought the apple pie that we were going to go over there and share with them. They offered to have us over, so we appreciate that. Steve has already eaten a piece, as you can see, and the kids haven't been back yet from the pool, so we appreciate you. We're getting an early night tonight. We had to get showers and get everything ready, but thank you for bringing that pie. That was really kind of you. The kids will enjoy that. And Steve, like I said, has already had a piece. I am so angry with this stroller. This wheel keeps falling off and it's broken. So I had to order another stroller. It's, like I said, I think in another video, it's going on 2 years. I think in October that I will have had this. So I bought one just like it in midnight blue, darker blue. And this broke off in the little things inside, and now I can't really store it. So we'll probably just have to junk it, and then you getting a new stroller. Yeah. You and your sister getting a stroller. Yeah, you happy about that? Yeah, I was up all night trying to find one and get one ordered and where to ship it, and yep, so we'll show you that when we get it. We're excited. Leaving Whalers Rest. Y'all are buckled and ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Alright, we're heading out. It was a good stay at Whalers Rest. Now we're going to be boondocking and then going to another place, which will be in California. We'll be closer to one of our friends we're meeting up with in California. There's the ocean. Right there, across this busy highway. It's still kind of hazy.
Elsie.
That building with the circle window, that's the museum that we visited last year. It's called the Waldport Visitor Center. We're gonna stop at Coos Bay and Walmart and get some supplies for our next stop and for our days of boondocking, because we need some food and stuff like that. We have about 82 miles to go before Coos Bay. Welcome to Coos Bay, Oregon. Heading down the 101. Look how hazy it is here. We're in Port Orford. There's the ocean right there. The haze is overwhelming. The fog. This is the oldest town on the coast of Oregon. Port Orford was called. Not much there though. I saw a Dollar General. Gas station. Well, you can't see me, but here I am. We are driving down 101 still, and hi. There I am, nice and red with our warm lighting. But here we are driving down the 101. There's a rest area about 40 minutes from here, about 45 minutes or so. So we're just gonna stop and check that place out and probably stay there. You can stay up to 8 hours in California at the rest areas. So we'll probably do that, and then we'll get up very early. It says they have a dump there, so we'll dump our tanks and head on down the road. See you in the next clip or the next video.